Hey everybody, so this might be the most misleading or I guess disappointing legendaries and legends for me. And that's because when I first got the Weightless Spirit, I thought we were getting the same insane version from Tsushima. But yeah, nah, not even close. By the end of this video, I'll tell you if it's worth using or if it's just a massive letdown. So let's break it down fast. Now, this legendary is built for pressure, consistency, and dealing with annoying enemy defenses. It is clearly designed for players who want to stay aggressive at range without getting slowed down by the shield and armor units. Now, as usual, we will look at the stats. First, the legendary power, it reads fast, firing, and deadly accurate. Arrows shot by this bow pierce enemy shields and helmets. So that's the legendary power. Basically, it has armor piercing, and that's about it. Now, this, unlike the Hurricane Hankyu, this one does not have auto aim. This one you can actually aim, which I kind of like better, but it does feel a bit slower. So anyway, on the properties, we have just standard stuff: more damage, more speed, more stability. We have headshot damage. We have spirit gain. On the second property, we have ultimate, both gain and damage. We have thrown weapon damage. We have perfect parry windows. So you have a number of things to where you could theoretically use this in other classes, but I don't see this bow being useful for anything other than the archer, and even that is not guaranteed. As far as the perk, we have again the same as all the other bows in the game: silent arrow, which makes it so that you're stealth and while you shoot. Critical release, which makes it so that when you hold the aim button for a little while, you can do a critical hit. Iron grip, which makes it so that you can draw your bow and just keep it there indefinitely. And then you also have fire arrows and poison arrows. Personally, I like fire arrows, although I might go with critical release now because fire arrows are what I used to use when I would come up to enemies with armor and I was using my short bow. So since this one pierces, if I keep using this one, then I would probably go with critical release. Then on the properties, I just use headshot damage and ultimate damage, but that's just how I play it. So how does this actually play in game? First, you do feel the fast firing. The bow shoots quicker than most, which means that you have more arrows down range, you have faster reactions, and you can have better sustained pressure. Second, it's very accurate. It feels a very consistent shot to shot, which makes it easier to stay on target during fights. But the real defining trait is that your arrows pierce shields and helmets. So that means that shield enemies don't block your damage, and that means that helmeted enemies don't negate headshot potential the same way. And that's huge in the game because those enemy types are pretty much everywhere. And now, here's where I'll be real with you. When I saw the name Weightless Spirit, I expected the Tsushima version. No arrow drop, just laser shots. And yeah, that's not what it is. This version is way more grounded. It's about utility and pressure, not so much the crazy mechanics. So where does this bow actually shine? First, you have anti-shield pressure. This is one of the biggest advantages. Shield enemies stop being a problem. You don't have to reposition. You don't have to wait. You can just shoot at them. Second, you have consistent damage output because since you can fire faster than, let's say, with the Lightning Takenashima, you're constantly applying pressure instead of waiting between shots. Now, this is nowhere near as fast as the Hurricane Hankyu, but so basically you have to choose between accuracy and just speed. So yeah. Number three, you have cleaner fights. Since you can pierce helmets, this means fewer interruptions to your damage flow, especially against tougher enemies like those Prime Berserkers. I freaking hate them. Now, number four, it's pretty great in chaotic encounters because when things get messy, the bow keeps working. There's no gimmicks, there's no setup, you just shoot. And honestly, that reliability makes it feel really solid in modes where enemies stack up fast. But yeah, there are definitely downsides. First, it's not what most players expected. If you came in thinking that this was the Tsushima version, you're gonna be disappointed. I definitely was. Second, it doesn't have a unique high skill mechanic. Like, there's nothing here that dramatically changes how you aim or how you play. I mean, it's strong, but it's not exciting. Three, it doesn't have a lot of burst potential. Like, this bow is about sustained pressure, it's not about big damage. And then four, it can feel kind of basic for a legendary. Like, compared to other legendaries that completely change gameplay, this one feels more like a really strong upgraded weapon. So that's the trade-off. You get reliability over flashiness. Now, if you're going to be using the Weightless Spirit, you want to maximize what it already does well. Any class that benefits from sustained range pressure, especially if you're consistently dealing with shield enemies, can use it. How you should play it is you should be staying aggressive. You should be constantly firing. You should be targeting high priority enemies without hesitation. Basically, don't slow down because this bow rewards momentum. So just focus on uptime to keep arrows flying, always be shooting. Use the shield piercing to ignore defensive enemies and stay on offense. Position yourself where you can apply constant pressure to groups. This isn't a precision sniper weapon per se, this is more of a pressure tool. You can just keep up the pressure. And if you treat it that way, it performs way better. So, is the weightless spirit worth using? I would say it's solid, but it's not exciting. It's not a must use. It's not broken. And yeah, it's definitely not what I hoped it would be. But it is effective. So, I mean, who should use this? Just players who hate dealing with shields, players who like medium, fast, aggressive bow play, players who value consistency over flashy mechanics. I mean, it's fun, but I don't know. I mean, it gets the job done and it gets the job well, but I can't lie. I still wish we got the Tsushima version. Now, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like to support this channel, please subscribe. It is very, very, very helpful. I upload gaming videos every day. Thank you for watching again. I will see you on the next one.